After 3 years touring Australia full time, there was one mod we knew was an absolute must have in our new 79 series build. So as we headed south for our shakedown trip in the new rig, we stopped in to see our mates at Forward Drive and Ute Extras in Coffs Harbour to get it sorted. We're Haley and Brad, and in this episode we'll show you why this one upgrade was a non-negotiable for us, then put it and the rest of the new setup to the test through steep climbs, heavy towing and some of the best off-grid camps in New South Wales.
I say it all the time, but it doesn't get any better than this.
If you're new around here, be sure to subscribe. It's free and keeps you up to date with our latest shenanigans. Let's get into it.
She's a dicky old bridge, I hope she can take the weight.
The day on it.
Mate, it's a good day to be heading south.
What a day to be leaving the Gold Coast. We have been parked up on the Gold Coast for quite a while now in a caravan park while we've been building the new rig, White Horse, and she's almost done, but today's the day that we are finally leaving, heading south again, going actual camping,
proper
which we
camping
are so
trip.
excited for. You got a little bit stir crazy in the caravan park,
yeah.
But as stir crazy as we go, it's really nice to be on the Gold Coast. It is our home. It's where we left on our trip almost 3 years ago now, so it is so nice to be back. We have a lot of family and friends there, but we also have another home and a lot of family and friends down on the Central Coast, Newcastle area of New South Wales. So we are heading down that way now for some exciting things.
Oh yeah.
But on the way, we're going to stop at our mates in Coffs Harbour.
Yeah, so the out of town group, we've got mates there. They manufacture the Long Ranger fuel tanks and the Long Ranger products. And we're going to get a little bit of an upgrade on the old cruiser. I know she's had quite a few upgrades, but there's still a few to come, but
Well,
this is a major item,
a
mate.
necessity, absolute necessity. And the beauty of us travelling in the 79 series for the last few years is we know what mods we definitely need to make, and that was one of them. But
Yep.
We'll touch more on that in a little bit. For now, we are just
Cruising down the coast,
Yeah.
enjoying the day. I reckon we're going to have to stop in for, you know, typical our Australia trip fashion. We were leaving the caravan park like half an hour late, so we didn't really
So
have
bad.
time to make breakfast. But I've got just the spot to stop in and have a bite to eat before we make our way down to Coffs.
beautiful. Won't miss this
Oh,
traffic.
traffic lights. How about this for a waterfront spot? I don't quite think we get away with camping here, but we can get away for a cuppa, surely.
One of my favourite things about travel days in a caravan is literally just picking up. You turned me off.
Sorry.
Is literally just pulling up to awesome places like this to stop and make a cuppa or have some breakfast like we are going to today. Just straight in the caravan, you've got everything you need. We'll just chuck the inverter on and now I can make my smoothie. Well, our smoothies.
Do you want a stool or do you want a chair?
Chair please.
After polishing off our smoothies and enjoying the sights of the Tweed River, we made a move south, and like any driving day, we had to make a coffee to go, of course. It was a mint day, and with the Gold Coast in our rear view, we were southbound. We've done this stretch to Coffs more times than we could count, but on our first proper road trip with the smaller 130 litre fuel tank, we almost got caught out. What a rookie mistake.
Glad we're going to fix this, Patsy, because that almost just caught us out. Hopefully they got fuel.
Well, we made it to Coffs with minimal hassle, pulling into a conveniently located caravan park literally a stone's throw from the workshop. Come morning, we skipped across the road first thing so it could be in and out and continue on our travels south. It was good to catch up with the guys at Forward Drive and Ute Extras. The fuel tank install is a pretty quick job on this model of ute, so the guys invited us into the workshop to see it all happen.
Alright, so it's a bit quieter in here in the shed rather than out there on the
busy Pacific Highway. I'm here with George from Forward Drive and Ute Extras here in Coffs Harbour. They're the guys that are going to be responsible for throwing our new Long Ranger tank in our rig. And yeah, I just thought I'd have a chat with George and talk a little bit about what you guys do here. And it's not all Long Ranger, I'm sure.
It certainly isn't all Long Ranger, no. So we're the sort of home of ARB for Coffs, mate, yeah. So bars, full touring fit outs,
Yep.
sort of our forte. We've been here sort of going on 20 years now, so we're a good piece of the furniture.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and this is our bread and butter.
What I like about these tanks is that, as well as giving a bit extra capacity, it actually also fits with the coil conversion that J-Max do.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So it's all the provisions are there. We know how many people these days are doing coil conversions and heavily modifying these things.
Yeah.
So yeah, all the provisions are there to set your coils.
This tank, it's baffled internally. It also gives us an extra 50 litres of range. So we've travelled for 3 years. We know how important it is to have that little bit extra range. There's been a few times when we've nearly been caught out, and we have been caught out with people that we've been travelling with not having enough fuel. So it's really important for us to get this right. Even just coming down here yesterday, we nearly ran out of fuel because I was just used to having that 180 litres of capacity, which we had in our old rig. So yeah, the boys are going to pull the factory tank out, drop that down. We can get a bit of a comparison and watch this beautiful tank made in Australia down in Newcastle. It's funny, where these tanks are made, it used to be my route to work. So I used to drive past the Long Ranger factory down there in Barnsley every day, see all the cool cruisers and all the cool four drives and stuff in there, and appreciate that. And yeah, I just can't believe I'm here today with my own dream rig, putting one of these tanks in.
Exactly, mate.
Yeah.
It's a small world.
Yeah.
We'll rip into it and get to work.
Happy days. Oh, you can see the boys work quick here. Not even 10 minutes in and they've already got the whole tank dropped. You can see a big gaping hole where our tank used to be. I actually can't believe that this tank is going to fit up in that area there.
Obviously, the size and capacity is noticeable, but the construction of the tank and mounting are a little different with this unit. The Long Ranger is built from a thicker material and mounts directly to the chassis instead of hanging off steel straps like the factory tank. It also uses a factory sender unit and pump, so there's no messing around with any wiring or adding extra gauges. One of my favourite features though is the drain bung. The stock one doesn't have one, but now we can drop contaminated fuel if we ever need to, or even fill a jerry can up to help someone out on the road. How good's that?
Look how precise that tank is in there. It actually looks like it's meant to be there, even with, like, you can tell that this tank is made specifically for a cruiser, this particular tank. Even with the departure angle, it just follows the lines of the car perfectly. But yeah, everything's nice, and there's nice clearance everywhere with the you know, the custom exhaust for all the J-Max kit. But we've got it all pretty well plumbed up. It's just needs to be tightened up and buttoned up a little bit, but yeah, it's looking really good. While we're here getting the tank fitted up, the boys noticed that we'd not optioned a bash plate, and they happen to have one in stock, so they've talked us into putting one on. And basically this bash plate just fits up to the ARB bull bar, and the radiator here, the bottom of the radiator actually hangs down a little bit lower than the chassis of the car. So in order to protect that, they just bolt this plate up there. It all looks nice and factory. Having that bash plate, it's just a bit of extra protection, and glad the boys can sort us out with that one.
Well, blink and you'll miss it. These boys work quick. With all the jobs done, we headed out for a quick road test and filled the tank up to the brim for the very first time.
Alright, we just left the boys at 4-wheel drive Coffs. They were such an awesome crew, hey?
Yeah.
Just come straight to the servo. We're gonna do our first fill up.
Yep.
And then what I think we might do is we will track where we go from here on a bit of a map, and we'll show you how long we can make this new tank of fuel last.
Yeah, we're right on like low. Like we've still got a bit in the tank. We're at 1723 kilometers, just for reference. And we're about to go and see how much fuel we can jam in the tank. Rest in peace, our wallet. All right, so we've jammed 143 litres into the tank. There's probably, because we filled the tank up so far, there probably is a bit of headroom that with the bubbles and stuff, because we've filled the tank up so much, but that would make sense. 143 litres plus 20 or 30 litres that we already had in the tank. We're getting close to that 180 litre mark. So yeah, we'll keep you posted on how long we can stretch this diesel out. And yeah, I guess we go and enjoy some camping.
Yay!
He's a good girl. You're a good girl. Yeah, you're the cutest. You're the cutest. Acha, acha. I think we need a dog.
We have just had the most beautiful few days camped at this property in Urunga. It's on Wikicamps called Anchorage Park, but like check out the site here. So we've got caravan, nice grassy site, and then beautiful riverway here. It's just stunning, and there's only like a few sites. There's actually a few people here at the moment. They all rolled in last night. But you can see like you're all spaced out along this river frontage, and a couple of days we were here, we had like the place to ourselves. It was so beautiful and exactly what we needed after being in caravan parks for a while we've done this car build, to then come to a spot like this and literally just chill for a few days and just soak in what like off-grid camping is all about. Just the perfect spot for it. So yeah, Anchorage Park, $40 a night. It's on a farm here, and the owners, Angela and Troy, were just like the loveliest people ever. So grateful to find a spot like this on the mid-north coast, because it is tricky to find nice spots along the east coast that are, you know, nice for off-grid camping like this. We are actually leaving today. We kept extending like an extra day.
I could stay an extra few days.
Yeah, it's been so lovely, but because we had such a nice time here, we thought let's find another cool like off-grid type camp like this just nearby. So that's where we're going to move along to today. But before we leave, we're just going to have something to eat. Check out what I've made.
Ooh, kiwi chia pudding.
And Brad's made a coffee.
Latte.
Happy days. This is going to be so nice to eat just looking out onto the river here. I love mornings like this.
So lush out here at the moment. We've just had like massive floods too in the last few weeks, so it's only just starting to dry out, but God, it's looking gorgeous. 300 meters. Bad road, look how bad the roads are. Don't even notice the bad roads anymore in this thing. Well, let's hit the pothole.
Oh, look at that, hit it. Floaty.
top of the world up here. From one bloody picturesque camp to the next.
Guys, you would not believe this. Brad's read something that cows like jazz music, so I've just walked out the caravan door and look what I've found.
I actually like it. Every time I turn it off, they go to walk away. Probably get copyrighted for playing that music.
Yeah, we'll put other music over the top while you
How about Barry?
do it. Barry the bull.
He's got one on.
Oh
He
no.
looks like one of those like Highland cows. I think he's been put in this paddock for a reason.
Oh, they actually love it. Anyway, I'll leave Brad to his cows. This campsite is called Valley View Escape. It's a hip camp near Nambucca Heads. We're not too far away from Nambucca, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's really restored our faith in hip camps. We had a few bad runs with them when we were on the south coast earlier this year, but this one is just absolutely stunning and so reasonably priced as well. Like, I think it was $32 a night for this site, but then they have powered sites as well down there that are a little bit more expensive, but that's super reasonable. Yeah, we've seen some other ones where they're like $60, $80, $100 a night and totally not worth it. So thank you, Valley View Escape. Anyway, I am going to make some dinner now.
We're going to get the fire going.
And Brad's going to get the fire going.
This has just been going on for like the last half an hour. It's been so good. Oh, I've taken a million photos, but it's been really nice. Patsy is even cooking me dinner, so this is kind of like the perfect night. Look at that.
Yeah, usually Brad's the main cook in our household, but I'm treating him to chicken curry tonight. I've never cooked this recipe before either, so we'll see how it
What's the
turns out.
main ingredients?
Chicken and curry.
I was expecting like zucchini or some other chicken and curry. I guess it's that simple, guys. We are going to soak this up. I tell you what, we escaped the city to find peace and solitude and epic camping, and we have really found that here on the Coffs Coast. I mean, I say it all the time, but it doesn't get any better than this. It really doesn't. This is exactly what you're chasing. Lush green site, fire going, and just gorgeous scenes. The great outdoors.
I was just saying how like we've gone to so many epic places and like we're always kind of like, oh, like have we just maxed out? Have we peaked? Are we ever going to be able to top this? But then we come to a place like this and it's so accessible. It's like the backyard for so many people, you know, on the mid-north coast near Coffs Harbour and everything, on the east coast. And you can still have camps like this, moments like this, and it's just amazing.
Yeah, you're like half an hour from a major city.
Yeah.
And this is
And then
in their
you've
backyard.
just got this, like anyone can do this, and it's just so sick. Like, get out there, guys. This is living.
It is living. This actually reminds me a lot of like one of the very first camps that we went on. It's called Misty Mountain. It's out near Murwillumbah. Do you remember that? In our Coleman tent.
Yeah.
Actually, we just bought our first like four-wheel drive, our Hilux, and that was our first trip in it. And we were camped up on a grassy knoll, just like this one. Had a Coleman tent, had beautiful sweeping views. I'll try and find a photo of it. It was right around the time when we first started our Australia trip, and here we are 3, 4, 5 years later, and we're still enjoying the same things and still so stoked on the same sorts of things. It just never gets old. Oh mate, looks good.
Smells good.
Yeah. Will it taste good?
That's the question. Because do you know where I got this recipe from, bruh?
Where?
ChatGPT. I asked it for a good chicken curry recipe that would suit our nutritional needs. And this is what it gave me.
A computer has written our recipe for us
Well,
and is dictating what nutrition I receive tonight.
The computer it makes a recipe that smells good.
Yeah, it does. I have to say. All right, ChatGPT curry. Let's have a go. Oh, it's bloody hot. That's pretty good.
What's with the shrug?
I mean, it's good. I'm gonna rate it brutally. 6.5 out of 10.
Why?
It's missing something. Not quite sure what it is, but yeah, it's good.
After his scathing review, it's a wonder Brad was ever seen or heard from again. He got away with it this time, but at what cost?
Well, cheers to everyone who's bought us a beer this month. You're all absolute legends, and it helps us keep the wheels turning quite literally. So thank you for fueling the good times. Oh, you'll notice a few little extras starting to make their way onto the ute, and this little getaway was serving a few purposes: giving the rig a proper shakedown, catching up on video editing after a big few weeks of filming the build, shooting an additional episode, installing a bunch of DIY mods we've been stockpiling, and most importantly, slowing down and soaking up some little moments, which, let's be honest, is pretty damn easy when you're in places like this.
Another beautiful sunset. You have a bit of a situation on your hands here. Looks like the cows have gotten out, and I can't help to think I'm partly to blame for this. They might be coming looking for some jazz music. Uh-oh. Naughty cows. We've got 3 runaways. Good morning.
We're finally leaving Valley View Escape today. It's been such a nice camp, been up there in the hills with the cows.
Yeah.
Been loving it.
Might have looked like we just got there and we're already leaving, but this trip's a little different for us. So we haven't necessarily been going out and exploring from our base camps. It's sort of been a work from home trip this time. We've been working on our laptops, working on the car, doing some bits and pieces, and just like living the traveling lifestyle while we're at it. And it's just been nice because usually we're very go, 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 aren't we? We're always like on to the next place. Oh, what can we do here? What can we do there? We find ourselves never really stopping and enjoying the campsite that we're at, like as much as what we have anyway in the last few days. So the last few camps have been very much a work focused camp, but like stunning, you know, just a stunning place to, like, if that's a work from home and that's your view, it's pretty cool.
It's great, and that's what we're doing again now for the next few days. Is we're gonna go and find another nice camp to just plonk ourselves at and work for a few days. It'll be good to get back to like the normal traveling, filming, exploring that we do, but for now, while we've just got all this stuff to do, it's been really nice to use it to find some cool camps just to enjoy.
We were well overdue for a getaway. Well, other than getting away to work and do some bits and pieces, this was also a great trip to sort of shake down the car while towing and visit some familiar places and do some roads that I know were certainly challenging in our old rig, and this thing is just blowing me away. The tune from Just Autos has made this car so drivable. We're climbing up the Dorrigo, the waterfall way up towards Dorrigo. It's about, from the bottom, like from the valley all the way up to the top, it's about 15 k's, and it's probably over 1,000 meters of elevation. And I'm just sitting in 3rd gear, just cruising my way up. Engine temps are beautiful. Oh, we're lugging down a bit. We must be in a bit of a hot spot, so I'll drop it back a gear. That's the first time I've had to drop it back a gear into 2nd. Usually we would climb a hill like this in our old rig in like 1st or 2nd gear, but this thing is just chugging along so nicely. So picking a speed, sitting around 1,000 to 2,000 RPM, and it's just loving it. It's doing everything it's supposed to do. I suppose I should also mention, this is terrible for fuel consumption. All the driving we've been doing is very fuel intensive, and I haven't been exceptionally holding back. Yeah, this is a beautiful little waterfall here. I love this road. If you ever get a chance to come out towards Dorrigo up the waterfall way, do it. It's a beautiful drive. Listen to the big girl just sucking it in. Yeah, this is terrible for fuel consumption, but we're out here testing the limits of our rig, finding out our new capabilities. And this is the way to do it. You got to do worst case scenarios. Well, we didn't quite make it to our intended destination today, but that's okay. The sun is just dipping down there. We're somewhere, I actually don't know where we are. I'll put it here. It's just a random little free camp off the side of the road. I love little treasures like this. It's just a mowed paddock in the middle of the bush. Peace and quiet all around. And if we were not staying here for just one night, we'd definitely push our way down into this track and down into this creek here. Come and check this creek out. It looks so pretty. Got this beautiful sight here, looking out over the deep pool. That water is just crystal clear. It's gorgeous. Definitely, if we're feeling brave, tomorrow morning I reckon we'll go for a swim down here, but it's just a perfect little afternoon. We're done with traveling today, so we'll reset tomorrow, press on towards the Nimboidia River campground. Tidal bridge. Grafton. And the Clarence River, look how big this river is. I'm gonna tell my kids that this is the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Yeah, we've been on a bit of a side quest today. The Nimbodia River campground that we were going to go to, we sat down this morning and looked at it, and we couldn't find anything on Wikicamps to show that it was caravan accessible. So we decided, rather than getting ourselves into a pickle today, we would turn our sights further afield, and we've ended up out the back on the Guida Highway, or just off the Guida Highway, at a place called the Man River Free Campground, and it's sort of northwest of Grafton. It looks so beautiful. It's been a really nice drive in. We've had such a good mix of terrain for this like little adventure where we're trying to use as much fuel as we can, and yeah, it's been really good. But I reckon this will be the last campground of this video, so I think it's going to be a pretty good one. We just got to find ourselves a sweet little spot.
Oh, there's a few. Hello.
Some beefs. Hello.
Oh, look at these ones.
This looks pretty.
Oh, their run's so funny.
Yeah. It's pretty popular. Didn't expect to find so many campers out here.
Yeah. Oh, they're nice grassy sides. Oh, look at the river right there. Oh, look at this bridge.
I'm just gonna go across. Should I? Maybe I'll just park up here and just see. Maybe we need to have a look.
Yeah. We need to suss the situation before we just go.
Here. I wanted to cross that bridge.
river.
It looks pretty pebbly and gravelly on the other side, so we'll just park up and have a look. Well, this has turned into be a little bit more of a mission than what I expected. At the end of this bridge, there's a really soft drop off and a bunch of like loose river rock and river sand. And some people here were just telling me that there's been a few caravans getting bogged in there and making a bit of a mess. So it's really soft, it's really chewed up. I just went for a walk over there. It looks like it does look soft, but I think with a bit of four-wheel drive and just a bit of right foot, we should be able to just slip through the soft spot and then get up onto the hard bit. I think recent floods have just, you know, taken a lot of material away here, and yeah, but it looks beautiful on the other side. So this side of the river is all sort of taken up by motorhomes and caravans, and on the other side there's just wide open spaces which look like really good camping. So we're gonna engage four-wheel drive for the first time and have a bit of a crack at this to get over to the other side. It definitely did not expect to be doing this today, so hopefully we don't get bogged. She's a dicky old bridge. I hope she can take the weight. Beautiful out here. All right, here we go. We're going to drop off onto the soft stuff. I'd say that was pretty successful.
Mate, that was easy.
That's why we build cars like this, isn't it?
I can't believe that our automatic reaction was to turn around and go all the way back.
We've got power, we've got suspension, we've got, yeah, just those two things basically. Bigger tyres.
Look at us go.
First time putting the thing in four-wheel drive, and yeah, it did sink a little bit, but I don't think I was in trouble at any point, really.
No.
All right, well, let's find a spot, Patsy. We can go left, we can go right. I reckon.
It looks nice down there.
Yeah, okay, well, let's go that way.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of neighbours here, a lot of furry friends, but I reckon this spot here, just by the river, will do us nicely. Someone's even been kind enough to leave their fire going for us. Hello. What's up, big mama? Very nice. Bit of afternoon sun down here by the river. Just what the doctor ordered.
this out. Oh my gosh, Brad's already got his shirt off. He's swimming, but woo, look at it. Wow.
The setup is bloody impeccable these days.
So good.
We are ready for a night under the stars, Patsy.
We
Kicking
are.
our feet up, laxing back. So good.
Swim time.
Woo, it's fresh.
It is the middle of winter. Go, you can do it.
It's not deep enough to dive. Woo! Oh, that's so fresh.
It does look very nice, but you won't catch me doing that. It's far too cold. But I did see when we got here, cows kept like going for little swims, and it looked so cool just seeing the cows just dunk themselves in the river. So I reckon we're gonna have a nice few days here. What do you reckon? That's beautiful.
I reckon we're in for a treat. It was worth the hour-and-a-half drive out here. Don't know why I cracked my knuckles, that's disgusting.
Maybe we'll see.
Hey, big mama. What you doing?
Okay, should come around my way. I've been trying to make you bait. That's just something I should say. I'm like, okay, should come around my way. I've been trying to make you bait. That's just something I should say. And I'm like, I need time. Just
Head under, head. Woo!
We had such a good time at this camp. It was so peaceful out here and the weather was absolutely perfect. We soaked up the scenes and chipped away at some work before hitting the road east for the final leg of our Shakedown trip. We were bound for Yamba and ready for some good times catching up with family and friends for my birthday.
Well, good morning from a wet and windy, rainy Yamba. We ended up here for a little bit of a birthday celebration, caught up with some friends and some family. It was an awesome weekend, but we're on the move again now, and we have successfully run our tank down that we've got the fuel light on. So we're gonna go fill it up and see how much juice we can put in it. This past week has been the perfect test. We've done probably a worst case scenario test for our fuel range. A lot of hills, varying terrain, and we've really been enjoying our Just Autos tune quite a lot in this, so I'm not expecting the fuel economy to be any good, but yeah, I'm pretty interested to see how much juice we can jam into this tank. The fuel light is on, but the fuel gauge it's off the empty line. So what I'm thinking is, because the Long Ranger, they utilize all the factory gauge, the factory float and everything, there probably is still a fair bit of fuel left in there, and that's something that we'll just work through over time with how much we can push it, how much further we can push it.
I guess we'll see how many litres we put in on this fuel fill up, so we'll be able to see how much is still in there too.
Got there 138 litres. Well, the rain is pretty decent out there, but I've just put in 138 litres and we've travelled our odometer is 23.15. So when we started it was like 17.23. So let's just say we've done 590 k's. So I'll pop that into this little calculator, 590 and 138. So 138, we've still got around 50 litres sitting in that tank. So yeah, so I'll submit that. What's our litres per 100? 23.39. We've been upper too, so that's actually really good.
They've probably done like the worst fuel driving, hey?
And And we're back. Yeah, we have definitely done like our worst case scenario driving. A lot of hills, a lot of towing uphill, and we haven't been like letting off or trying to take it easy. We've just been using our power.
So if that, whatever that was, 23, is that
our worst
case scenario?
Yeah. And I know from like when we were traveling up and down from Sunshine Coast to Gold Coast, towing the van and stuff, I was getting about 20 litres per 100 on the highway. So, you know, Brisbane to Gold Coast is pretty flat. It's pretty easy going.
And what were we getting in Silver Bullet?
Between 20, 22, but you know, if you're in a headwind, you're back to fourth gear and you're just doing 90 kilometres an hour or 85 kilometres an hour, burning like 27 sometimes.
So we're like roughly the same, if not better, but with way
double
more.
the power.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Which is awesome. And it's also good, like, because the way this tank is set up, like I was saying before, they use a lot of the utilize a lot of the factory equipment. So because the tank's essentially wider and deeper, the float may say that it's close to the empty line, but it's actually got a long way to go because the tank's actually dimensionally bigger. So yeah, really happy with all our testing, and that's all come up sweet. And like between 600 and 800 kilometers is a really good range, I reckon, for traveling Australia. Having that much fuel, you can pretty much go anywhere with confidence. So
how much do you reckon realistically, if we still had 50 litres left, how much would we still be able to travel?
We get close to another 200 k's potentially.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah, pretty good. All right. Guys, thank you for tuning in. This probably ended up being a really big episode because we did some really awesome camping. I know we worked along the way, but we had a lot of fun in this episode, and we're going to keep bringing the fun with an awesome destination in the next video, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to an island with some good mates in the next episode, and we can't wait to get Whitehorse on the beach.
Yeah.
Beach camping, driving.
It's going to be so good.
sick.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.